Hello, I'm Nancy Kowalik, your Main Street real estate agent, and I'm sitting here today with George Weatherstone. George and I have known each other for a very long time, and he is now, I'm very blessed to say that he's heading recruiting and he's trainer here at the Your Absolute Guaranteed Realty Nancy Kowalik Group. And thanks for being here today, George.
And it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
And you do pay me. Yeah, it's always good.
Doesn't hurt. But I will say George has been on my sites for a long time. I read the book Who Not How, and that kind of cemented things for me. And I'm never good with the author name, but it's a great book to help when you get stuck, what's going to get you to the next level. And I kind of felt with my hands in as many things as they were that in order to grow this company, I needed someone who could really focus on training and recruiting people that really are looking for a better alternative. And so George's background, which he's going to tell you about, is ideally suited. We meshed, and we've actually been almost, I almost feel like since little kids, we're talking about being in business together and making a difference in the world. And it's really cool to come full circle and see this happen.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
It really is. So tell me a little bit about your background, George.
So been in sales and operations my entire life, working with people, not widgets. So I can't sell little things that you sell, little trinkets and things like that. But I do sell lifestyle differences. Been in cosmetic sales. I've been in weight loss sales. I've been in those types of sales that make an impact in somebody else's life.
Right. And real estate's just kind of a natural transition because what bigger impact, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the biggest and largest purchases you'll ever do. And surprisingly, it's difficult to navigate. And unless you have a really good realtor on the other end of you're going down the path alone, which is something that we really strive to help our clients with, navigate them through the process. And it is a process.
Yes. George, I mentioned that we've known each other forever. His dog ran into my house one day.
Yep.
Literally, Pasta was the puppy's name.
Yep.
And we've known each other ever since. In fact, George's wife even works here at the company of Drug Courier Real Estate.
Years ago. I feel like I've been in here forever.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how things have changed. But let me ask you, what are you most excited about these days?
So, it's funny because I left a really solid corporation type of career. And, I guess I got tired of jumping through hoops and not being able to really provide the service that you need to provide, especially this time, this day and age. I guess the thing that I'm most excited about is that there's so much we can do in real estate that has not ever been done before. And there's simple things, coming from the business world, bringing it into old school real estate and kind of propelling us forward. Nance has always been in the, forefront of blazing the trail, and she has the battle scars to prove that. But, ideally, our agency right now, and I consider it my agency, is one that's going to continue to blaze the trail and continue to support our clients to the best of our ability until we find them that happy home, or sell their happy home, and that's what I'm excited about. I've seen a lot of smiles. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of business, and we work hard. We play hard.
Yeah, amen. I like that.
Right?
We do. I mean, we even have tequila Fridays that we instituted.
My favorite part of the day on Friday.
That's it. 4 o'clock on Fridays, guys. Yeah. Be there or be square. It's
That's
awesome,
right. That's right.
So I think one of the things that I find is that we're so different from other people in this industry, right? And in a good way. I mean, so it's interesting. In real estate, they teach you to go out, talk to everybody you know, see who wants to sell a house, see who might want to buy a house, maybe take a few pictures on your phone and go out there, and they throw you out into that world. My background was marketing, and I kind of looked at this and went, didn't the seller hire me to find a buyer? Doesn't the buyer hire me to find a home, not just kind of randomly find something on something like an MLS? And so I started questioning what we were taught. I started questioning where the emphasis was being put. And honestly, every person in here is running their own business within mind, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest piece of it. As people have come into this agency, most of them did not have a real estate background, but had great client care skills, really wanted to make a difference in the world and what they were doing. They didn't want to just do something to earn a paycheck. They want to do something to make a difference.
Right.
And do it at a high level.
It's true.
Right?
It's true, yeah.
And so I think that is one of the things that I've taken great pride in helping to develop and help put together a framework of what sets us apart. So what else do you think sets us apart in this industry?
So again, we're going to be on the cutting edge of doing things that are care oriented, but still produce the results. We take care of our team, and it truly is a team. I've been surrounded by the business for years and years and years, not including just Nance's business, but my sister and her husband own a brokerage in another state. And so I feel like you kind of bookend over the years, but the traditional way of running a brokerage is different than what we do, because we take care of our agents in a way where we set them up for success. We let them know what the secret sauce is. Nobody in this team really kind of negates the fact that when we have a newcomer coming on board who might not have a lick of real estate experience, they're all willing to pitch in, help, shadow, teach, guide, and really just mentor that person until they get on their feet. And I'm proud to say that when they do come on with us, we get them up and rolling quick. And we have the support built in so that they're successful. And we know what their goals are, and we strive to allow everyone in this building to reach for the stars, and we kind of just push and guide. And it's a wonderful thing. So I love it.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun to see that growth and change, and to see someone have those aha moments.
Yeah. And there's a lot, there's a lot in real estate. I mean, again, I'm just beginning to tap into all the information that's out there. But what I do know is that if you provide great service to your client, those clients will be with you and loyal to you forever. And I've seen that over the years with my wife working with Nancy. I've seen that over the years working in my other businesses, and they'll just come back and keep coming back. And that's what we call a client for life.
Exactly.
We preach that, and we get a lot of business that way.
We do. And I think what's interesting is I was kind of handling recruiting, or really my idea of recruiting was, if people approached me, I didn't really have the time or focus to go out and actively find people that were maybe floundering, but that had good client care skills. So I hired George to come in and find those people, some of them coming out of school, some of them discontent in other brokerages. Another conversation I had with someone I was telling you last night, who's in the medical field. A lot of people leaving that field, but they're especially nursing and that nurturing environment, and they really want to make a difference for people. They really want to be there at critical times, and they're not seeing their profession in that light at this point, and so they're looking for changes. And those conversations are incredible, because these are people that really feel lost at sea, adrift.
Yeah.
And they're looking for a way to have that sense of community and have.
It's a little sad that they're going out and they're experiencing what they thought they loved for so long, and that's letting them down. What I can say here is that, they come on board bright eyes and bushy tail. We feed them a whole lot of information. We get them ready to go. They already have the service skills. We just have to teach them and guide them, just like they're guiding our clients. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, our top 5 performers didn't have real estate background. We have a stewardess, we have a teacher, we have an accountant, we have the cytogenetics technology person, and they all have that same quality, and that is, I'm going to do the best thing I can for my client, and that translates into success. That's really the key.
It really does. It's interesting. I love the passion that George brings to this position.
Crazy. That's all right.
Right? A fire walker or something?
Yeah, I tend to walk on fire. They're 1,400 degree coals. It is legit, and I've done hundreds of them. And it's an empowerment thing. I do believe in personal empowerment and empowering others. So this is a great fit for me. Any organization that I went to, I tried to uplift my team. Because that's what it is about. I mean, at least for me. So anytime that it can help push somebody up to their greatest potential, we're in the win.
Yeah. I'm very fortunate to have this level of skill and passion here at this office.
We break boards.
We break boards.
We break arrows. We do all kinds of fun. We do physical metaphors, so to speak.
Right. And because it really is a paradigm shift. And a lot of it is, you can say one thing, but it's really the physical manifestation is huge to break through that barrier.
Yeah. Well, I did the board breaking about 1.5 years ago for you.
Yes.
And I had the agents in, and we talked about limiting beliefs and really what holds them back. And it's a personal growth thing. So we didn't really engage with them on each physical, on what they physically wrote on the boards. They had no idea that I was going to bring them outside and make them break them. But I teach them, and it's safe and it's effective. And that aha moment is so empowering. It's just amazing. So I hope to do that with all of our agents. Half of them have been done, but the newbies haven't.
Yes.
And then we'll get to the firewalking portion soon.
Yes, we will.
Right.
We're gonna. I promised I'm gonna get to that. Absolutely.
Yeah, we will.
Terrifies me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
no,
I know we'll get there.
My first walk was equally as terrifying. And then once you see somebody do it, and then he's on the other end of the line saying walk, and you do, you're just, it's a feeling that you have to experience.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting into real estate. You don't know.
It really is. It really is. I'm firewalking every day here. Oh, that's a hot call.
It's true.
Right.
It's true, but it is a fun journey, I will say. So what George is alluding to in a lot of what we do, and I talked about this briefly, I haven't been in depth, but when our agents come in here, because we do all the marketing, we actually have client care setting appointments. So our agents come in to meet with live appointments. They don't come in, they don't get leads, they don't have to go hunt for their own business, which is where a lot of agents fail. 80% of agents get out of business within the first year because they cannot find business. They can't make money, they can't make a living. So we actually take that piece of it and deliver live appointments sitting across the desk from you to have that conversation. So it's amazing. And that's something that comes from my marketing background and the things that we've developed here. So,
and when you experienced when you first got into the business, I remember that.
Yes.
Right. I mean, you come in from a big marketing background and then stepping into real estate, and you get out of school, you get your license, you hook up with a broker. And that year was not what you expected.
It was shocking.
It was shocking. Yeah, really shocking.
It was, I talk about this a little bit, but honestly, to have someone say, "Hey, Nance, talk to people that you don't. Who do you know that's going to sell a house?" I'm thinking, okay, well, that's not why I got into this. But then beyond that, okay, well, I can do that. I can do some door knocking. I can do other things. But why are we looking for buyers for people? And it's like, I just put it in the MLS and a buyer will come. And it's like, well, what do they need us for? I mean, honestly, I sat there that first 4 years, I grappled with the whole, what do they need me for? If it's just as easy as taking some pictures and throwing it in the MLS, really, anybody can do that. And this was in the day before Zillow. Zillow didn't exist back then. Realtor.com was, I think, 2 years after I got into the business, Realtor.com popped up. So, they did have to come to us to look at the MLS, but honestly, that quickly changed. And so you have to be able to bring something more to the table. And so I sat back and said, all right, I'm going to create demand for it.
Yes.
And so the marketing piece of that became very different. Instead of just waiting, put it up and wait for someone to come.
And there's a beauty in the fact that when you have a brand new agent come in and you train them on your methods of engaging with the client and how to do what they need to do, all of a sudden they sit down at a table, they're meeting with a client, they become a professional, and that starts off the success trail. They also will make money. Credit to good realtors out there because they really make it look easy. But not everyone out there understands the 100 things that one realtor needs to do for one deal, right? And what is it? The average first year earning is what, like 10 grand?
Like 10 grand.
I'd be happy to say and to announce that our first year, agents make 55 plus. Yeah. Now, everybody might be saying, oh, that's not, so great. But the second year, now they're hitting those six figures. Right. And that's because we help them do that. We know their goals. We help them get their goals. They're going to help us get ours. And that's the key, pushing people up. That's what we do.
It really is. And the other piece of this is they have no expenses.
No.
So I think
no desk fees.
No desk fees, no other thing. Is one of the most fun conversations I had with someone was they were like, "Can I have some of your expenses? Can I have some of your write-offs? Because I don't have any write-offs. You're not paying all that money to go find business." And believe it or not, that's huge. This is net in your pocket money. And as an independent contractor, you're still responsible for paying Sam.
Yeah.
Saying that.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you take care of those things. But it is something we strive to be different, and I'm really happy to say we've achieved that. And I think the final piece of the leadership team that we have here is with having George here making a difference every day in the agents' lives, and them taking them and stepping them up, leveling them up on a continual basis so that you, the client, have the best possible experience. And if you're a realtor that's not getting trained on a daily basis and not getting supported, and you want to have a conversation, please reach out. And it doesn't mean you have to show brokerages. It just means you have to demand better, no matter what.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
It really is about
But I'm always here.
Yeah, there you go.
A little plug in. It's all good.
Absolutely. So George, any parting thoughts?
Yeah. Serve big. Let's go.
Let's go serve big. Thank you very much. Thanks for taking
my pleasure
today. Again, I'm Nancy Kowalik, your Main Street real estate agent. Please go make it a great day.